Everyone, we begin at 11 with Hurricane Milton, a Category 5 storm packing maximum sustained winds of 165 miles per hour. Now sideswiping Mexico's Yucatan and taking aim at Tampa Bay. And with millions of people in its path and the storm less than 48 hours out, people up and down Florida's Gulf Coast still cleaning up from Helene are evacuating again or being urged to leave ahead of what could be catastrophic storm surge. Tampa's mayor saying tonight, quote, "If you want to take on Mother Nature, she wins 100% of the time." Well, thanks for joining us. I'm David Mulco along with Chief Meteorologist Matt Sfino. Matt, it feels like the storm intensified in just the blink of an eye.
It dropped 50 millibars in 10 hours. That is, I've never heard of that actually for any storms. This is the strongest storm on the planet and one of the top 5 strongest storms ever in the entire Atlantic basin. Now, it has weakened a little bit tonight. I hate to use that term because it's still a strong Category 4 right now, just a couple miles an hour under Category 5 strength. But it's still an absolute beast with sustained winds of 155 miles an hour. This is the historic track. Dived a little bit south, which actually helped it maintain its strength over that warm water. Here's the current path, again on a beeline towards Tampa Bay. The path now has shifted ever so slightly north. And honestly, a couple miles might make a big difference as to how the damage is with this storm, because if it goes inland just like that, just north of Tampa Bay, the storm surge will go right up the gut of Tampa Bay. And that's basically a worst case scenario. The water gets in there, it's got nowhere to go once it gets to the end of the bay there. This could end up being, if it tracks, like we think it might, this would end up being Tampa Bay's Katrina, or for a Florida analog, Tampa Bay's Andrew, if you will. Now, look at the storm surge, or look at the wind field on this. Even though the storm has weakened a bit, it's going to get bigger. I put this marker on there to show you this was the original storm field here. This yellow area is what it will be when it reaches Florida. So far bigger than it is right now, and that's one of the problems. The problem with storm surge, of course, is that it elevates the water level. We may see 12, 15 feet of storm surge. Here's what that does. It goes up to the rooftops of houses. So again, super problematic. All of the models, not all of them, but most of them converging on the Tampa Bay area. We call these spaghetti models for obvious reasons. You put them all together, it looks like a big old spaghetti plot on the map, but each one of those lines represents a different model. So again, the rainfall will be intense. The storm surge is going to be big. We will continue to track. David?
Yeah, thank you, Matt. Stay with KGW and NBC News as we continue to track Milton as it heads toward Florida's Gulf Coast. The latest updates on air at kgw.com and on the KGW app.